All righty, welcome in, race fans. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Flat Out Sim Series, once again from Williams Grove Speedway. These guys were on Wednesday last week because they gave room for the World Outlaws race that was going on, but tonight, 24 410 sprint cars in line for you. They are getting ready to go to their qualifying session here. We're just waiting for them to advance the session. Just talked to race control. Plenty of live action. If you've been with us all week, you have seen plenty of racing action and a lot of really, really good racing. About to see some more tonight. We'll let you know what's coming up the next 7 days. But it is time for our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Foley. Once again with our national anthem. Drivers about to complete the qualifying process here right now. Tyler File atop the pylon. Michael Sheridan. Position number 2. John Helms jumps to 3rd. Kyle McFadden down to 4th. And Jeremy Zarfos, your top 5 in qualifying. Tyler File, 17.297 seconds for his lap time. Just waiting for this to drop out. Like I was saying before we went to the national anthem, a lot going on the next 7 days. We are going to have Sunday night, 7 Eastern, Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Immediately following them, a new series for us, Dirt Promotion Series. Be new, I believe they are running their Super Late Model Series. That's about 9:30 Eastern. Then Monday back to the DSRL guys. They're back-to-back 360 shows. Wednesday, NCRA Modifieds, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And then on Thursdays, Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gum, a 410 Outlaw Pro Series. And then I will find out next week if we are back here with a Flat Out Sim Series. These guys keeping this going as long as the racing isn't going on anywhere live, especially here at Williams Grove. 3 heats on tap for you. Cars starting to get out on to the grid. We'll run down the starting lineup. On the pole, the 2K, that's going to be Tyler File, or 2X, excuse me, the Tyler File. On his outside, 29 car of Cal McFadden. Row 2 on the inside, the 47 machine of Garrett Pepiot. On his outside, the Ultimate Dirt TV Sim, Tim Sims, Sim Styles, Black Devil Motorsports, number 1 out of Pittsboro, Indiana, Mason Hannigan. In the 3rd row on the inside, Ken Dickey Jr., the 47 car, and on his outside, Christopher Hockley, and I believe he drives the 14 machine, but I think he's in the 27 tonight because that is a A throwback car to, I believe, Greg Hognett. Row 4 on the inside, 121 of William Hobart, and on his outside, the Fairway Mortgages BS Air Catch Fence Apparel. Elbows Up Sim Sports, number 85 out of Millersburg, PA, Tyler Shell. I'm going to jump back there. Yeah, I thought that was what I saw in practice, that 27 car. Very familiar to a lot of sprint car fans. So we know the top two are getting locked into the feature. I believe they had 24 cars. Everybody is going to go straight to our A main tonight. Heat race is just a formality. Love the PA folks tuning in. Thank you very much, guys. Tell your friends. Likes, shares, and follows at the Dirt Racing Network page on Facebook. If you're over on Twitch or YouTube, please say hi in the chat. I can see you in my multi-chat. All right. Next time by green out of turn 4, 8 cars. If anybody's keeping up with that race up in Minnesota, you can post any results you see in the chat. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, pace truck will duck off in turn 3. Out of turn number 4, the 2X. Tyler File, along with the 29 of Kyle McFadden, will bring us to the green. Waiting, here's the throttle, there's your green flag, and heat race number 1 is underway. Big jump for File. 5-6 car lengths when he got down into turn 1. Garrett Pepiot jumps into second at the exit of turn 2, and it's a gaggle behind him. Hannigan, McFadden, and Dakey all racing for that third spot. Right now, Hannigan's looking on the inside of Pepiot. Now went to the outside in the slider line in 1 and 2. Pepiot back on the inside in 3 and 4. Going to see if he can slide. Hannigan didn't get it done. They're still drag racing at the line. Hannigan by a nose right there. Best battle on the tracks for second. File is out to about 7/10 on these two battling right here. Hannigan's on the top side. He's got the spot now over Pepiot. Pepiot sits in third. McFadden, Shell, Dakey, Hobart, and Hockley in that order. 2, 3, and 4. Hannigan almost clipped the fence down on the inside of turns 3 and 4 right there. Left front barely missed it. He's going to hang on to second. Going to be halfway home this time by 5 down, 5 to go. Watching Mason Hannigan try to reel in Tyler File. Here comes Tyler Shell. Shell from the back now, battling for third with Pepiot. Pepiot squeezes him down on the entry to 1 and 2. Shell had to back down quite a bit, and he's going to fall way behind going through 3 and 4, but he catches right up on the entry to 3. Shell's car really gets into the corner well. We'll see what he does down here in 1 and 2. He's going to go top shelf. Pepiot's going to use the slider line. Did he have enough to seal him off? Yes, he did. Now contact between the two as they head into 3 and 4. These two still catching Hannigan. File is just erasing any kind of hope that Hannigan had of catching him as he has pulled out another half a second in the last 3 laps. Pepiot closing in on Hannigan. Shell right there with him. Good battle here. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Only the top 2 directly transfer. And they will start in the front 3 rows for the feature. Now Shell goes in between, threads the needle. He's got third. Can he get second on the exit? No, 3 wide down the front stretch. Hannigan on the inside, Pepiot in the middle, Shell on the top side, out of turn 2. Down the back stretch, Tyler Shell now up to second. Garrett Pepiot around Mason Hannigan into third. He thought about the slider line on the checkered flag lap, but couldn't get it done. Tyler File picks up your win. Tyler Shell Tyler and Tyler show 1-2. Pepe at third, Hannigan, Dakey, McFadden, Hockley, and Hobart. Good racing in heat number 1. We will get down here, get ready for heat number 2. On the pole, the BAPS Auto Supply Wicked Cushion. Brent Mark Sim Racing Team number 15 out of Farmington, Minnesota, Michael Sheridan. And on his outside, his teammate, the M&M Painting and Construction Wicked Cushion Brent Mark Sim Racing Team number 5 out of York, Pennsylvania, JZ Jeremy Zarvos. Row 2. On the inside, the High Side Raceware TH Designs UDSR Ray number 19 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, Troy Wagaman Jr. And on his outside in the 4-car, going to be Chris Adams. Row 3 on the inside, the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine of Trevor Royer. And on his outside, the High Side Raceware Fast Line Speedway Engines UDSRA number 56 out of Livingston, Montana, the Flying Fossil David Flick. Row 4 on the inside, Doug Deeds in the Miller Lite number 76. And on his outside, the Ingersoll Rand number 11 of John Loretto. Appreciate everybody tuning in, spending your Friday evening with me. A lot of the Pennsylvania guys in here. No racing yet allowed there, so these guys have been doing this during our quarantine. It's been a lot of fun covering them. 8 cars, 10 laps, top 2 go straight to the feature. Everybody else will end up in the feature. They're just going to have to start way deeper than the front 2. Good race in Heat 1. See if we can get the same kind of action here in Heat Race number 2. Teammates, Brent Marks Sim Racing Team, the 15 of Sheridan, the 5 of Zarfos. Coming off the front row, Pace Truck is in the infield. Oh, the Flying Aussie forgot about the race. Man, you're missing out, Craig. This looks pretty good tonight. Green flag in the air, Heat Race number 2 underway. Good jump for Sheridan. Sheridan comes out with the lead. Wagaman now side by side with Zarfos for second. Zarfos running up on the top shelf. Wagaman was running down in the basement. At the line, Zarfos had second. See if he can close in on Mr. Sheridan. Michael Sheridan been very quick lately. Hard to get around that guy once he gets to the front. Jeremy Zarfos running in second, comes off the top side. Out of shape, Sheridan, and Zarfos goes right by him, takes over the lead. Jeremy Zarfos, the new leader. Michael Sheridan and Troy Wagman now battling for second. We keep our eyes on these two right here. 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Wagaman in the middle of the Brent Marks sandwich there. He comes away with second. He's making a bid for the lead down here in turns 1 and 2. Slide job. Not going to let it go that time. Zarfos fights back, crosses over, takes the lead down into 3 and 4. Zarfos has been running the top until this lap goes to the bottom. Wagaman went to the top side and closed the gap right back on the push bar. Here comes Royer. Royer slid it in. He and Sheridan with a tiny bit of contact. That's 3rd and 4th. Back up here to the front. Watch this battle for the lead. Zarfos got a little breathing room, but Wagaman with a big run out of turn 4. He got him at the line. Troy Wagaman led that lap. Not by much. Now he's got the lead off turn 2. 3 leaders in the first 5 laps. Troy Wagaman, Jeremy Zarfos, 1, 2. Here comes Michael Sheridan trying to work back, get everything that he lost back. He got out of shape about 4 laps ago, 3 laps ago out of turn number 4. Let these two in front of him get by, and now he's working to get it back. He's going to have 3 more laps to get it done right here. Wagaman still in front of Zarfos as he gets out of shape. Now Zarfos off the inside. He's got the lead back. Great back and forth battle at the front. Slide job, crossover. Wagaman will have the lead when they get to turn 3. He goes to the bottom slider line all the way across the track. Off the top side. Give it back to Wagaman. 2 to go. Again, Zarfos now goes and stays locked on the bottom. He's got it coming out of 2. If he can keep it there out of 3 and 4. He's got a good shot at leading at the white flag. Zarfos sees the white flag first. Wagaman and then Sheridan. These three have broken away from fourth place. Trevor Royer. Final lap, final attempt down here in 3 and 4. Wagaman goes in, slide job. All the way to the fence, finds the cushion. Run down the front stretch, give it to Zarfos. Jeremy Zarfos picks up the win. Troy Wagaman will go with him straight to the feature. Sheridan, Royer, Adams, Flick, Loretto, and Deeds will start deep in our A main field. Good battle there. Both heat races have been fantastic so far. One more on tap for you. We'll see who's going to come out of this one. On the pole, going to be the 21 machine of John Helms, and on his outside, the 888 of Corey Wenzel. Row 2 on the inside, the Jessup Logistics number 25 of Richie Preston, and on his outside, the Page Construction number 58 is Zach Settle. Row 3 on the inside, Todd Rayleigh, the 6 car, UDSRA number 95 of Dakota Kuhn on the outside of that one. Inside of row 4, Cody Hartlob, the 2 machine, on his outside of the 16 car of Aaron Bollinger. Bollinger's car did not roll out for this. So we'll have 7 cars here. What do you say, Joe Isabel? How's it going, buddy? Missed you last night. We were here for the Wicked Energy Gum Series last night. 28 drivers. Had a great feature. All right, one more time around. Next time out of turn 4, Thunder and Lightning. Final heat race of the night. It'll be Helms in the 21, Wenzel, the 888 machine on our front row. Keep it on that 25 car, Richie Preston. Been very smooth, very quick over the last month and a half. See him in a lot of races. Usually finds his way to the front. All right, pace truck is in. Helms slowly picking him up, He's on the throttle. Green flag is in the air. They get single file before we get to turn 1. Helms, Wenzel, Preston, 1, 2, 3. And now Preston with a good run out of 2. Helms has a problem going into 3. That stacks the field up. Everybody had to check. Wenzel and company all spun around. Looks like everybody's going to keep going. We'll get back to the front and watch the battle here. Preston's down on the bottom. Helms on the top. Dakota Kuhn got through the mess back there. He runs in 3rd. 95 car deep into turn 3. That's 2 laps in a row that Helms has had a problem getting into turn 3, and this time it cost him the lead. Richie Preston, your new leader that time by. Dakota Kuhn now battling for 2nd with Helms. Helms on the top side, goes into the corner, a little different line this time. Not nearly the issue he had the first 2 laps. Kuhn now with a big run down the front stretch. He takes over 2nd. Looked like Helms lost the rear end a little bit on that car on the exit of 4. Cost him a spot. So now Preston in front of Kuhn, in front of Helms, and then Todd Rayleigh right behind that. Dakota Kuhn closing in on the back of the 25 car. Through 3 and 4, Preston went to the bottom. Kuhn had a big run across the top. Dakota Kuhn, new leader. Heat race number 3. Kuhn stays on the top side. Preston got a good run off the bottom. He pulls alongside, headed for turn 3. Just too much momentum through 3 and 4 on the high side, and Dakota Kuhn takes the spot back. Kuhn, Preston, Helms still in 3rd, but Rayleigh closing in on him. 6 car went to the bottom that time. 3 laps to go this time by Steel Kuhn in front of Preston. This is the battle, 3rd and 4th. See, Cody Hartlob's machine went to the infield. He must have had some kind of mechanical issue. Going to be 2 to go out of turn 4 this time. Dakota Kuhn still working the top side, and he's hanging on to the lead. Preston trying to find something on the bottom, see if he can get some bite, close the gap. Loses ground in 1 and 2. Looks like the track's starting to become high line dominant as Kuhn streaks away and takes the white flag. .2 seconds down the backstretch. Final time through turns 3 and 4. I have no idea who that is. Checkered flag, Dakota Kuhn or Richie Preston second. Helms, Rayleigh, Wenzel, Settle. And I was told that that is Jordan Givler in the 2 car tonight instead of Cody Hartlob. So warm-up session about to go. We will be heading straight to our feature race as soon as these guys get done with this. And while we wait for them, we'll let you check this out.
Got a country swagger, keep the music turned up and got blues like Haggard. You can find us hanging out every night. It's a little bucked up, but we're all alright. Don't hurt to drink. Hey, let me hear you sing that I do what I want, do what I please, and all the bartenders let me drink for free. Everybody knows my name, and to me, you know it's just a game. Well, I get on stage and give the fans my heart, 'cause thanks to them, I'm a big old star. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. It's a day in the life of a hillbilly rock star. Hillbilly rock star.
And I've had the mic muted for quite a while. I went through the entire lineup and nobody heard a word. That's what I get for not pressing the button. All right, green this time out of turn 4. 23 cars. File Zarfos on the front row. Pace truck heads in. It is feature time right here, Williams Grove Speedway, Flat Out Sim Series. File is waiting. Green flag is in the air. We are staying at pace speed. Maybe doing just a parade lap here. I'm going to go green out of 4 this time, so they only have 35 laps on the board, because I do see 36. Oh, you're laughing at me, Craig? That's okay. I kind of deserve it. It's Friday. It's Beer 30, and here I am doing this stuff. All right, should be going green this time. A File and a Zarfos on the front row. There they go, green flag. Dakota Kuhn wasted no time pulling alongside Zarfos, and File got way out of shape up in 1 and 2. That stacks them up 3 and 4 wide behind the front 2. Everybody looks like they're going to make it through nice and clean, and we're still 3 wide. Sheridan, Zarfos, and File were 3 wide. Now it's Wagaman and Zarfos. That's for second, all behind Dakota Kuhn. Here comes Zarfos trying to get the inside. Didn't have the run out of turn 2. So, Kuhn, Wagaman, Zarfos, File, Sheridan. Good battle down there. In the middle of the pack. Things singling out 1, 2, 3. Behind that, it is still a hornet's nest. Now Sheridan takes 4th cleanly. Hannigan into 5th. File back to 6th. Pepiot, Royer, Preston. Helms around the top side of the 21 car. He's running 10th. Everybody still within striking distance of the lead right now. Closer to the front here. Wagaman and Zarfos are back to battling over second side by side. Kuhn still going right through the middle of the track, and he's hanging on to the lead. He's getting good drive on the exits of the corner. That time, Zarfos got a great run out of 2. He takes over second. Move Wagaman back to 3rd. Sheridan is 4th. Pepiot runs in 5th. Car headed to the infield. Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure who that was. Was black. I know Rayleigh's car is already a lap down. Out of turn 4. 6 laps in the books. Kuhn, Zarfos, Wagaman, Sheridan, Pepiot, the top 5. Dakota Kuhn now has company. Jeremy Zarfos showed him the right front. Wagaman got a good run out of 4. He tried to pull along Zarfos. Zarfos is working the bottom. Wagaman's running on the top, and it looks like both lines are just about even. Kuhn's still working right through the middle. He is hanging on to the lead. Now starts to get away from these two battling for second. Sheridan right there in the mix. Pepiot right behind that. Mason Hannigan now in the picture. Watching the battle for second. Still, Wagaman and Zarfos side by side. 10 laps. Still 25 laps to go. Now Wagaman starts to close in on Kuhn. Big run out of 4. Battle for the lead side by side at the line. Kuhn held on. This time Wagaman goes way down low underneath Kuhn. Didn't have the drive off, but he stays right on the push bar, keeps the right front right in the opening. Kuhn could see him down on the inside. Wagaman off the bottom. He's got it at the line. Move Troy Wagaman to the point. Dakota Kuhn a second. Now Zarfos around the top side. He's got Sheridan on the inside. 2 wide, 2 deep, and Wagaman makes a mistake down the backstretch. Kuhn goes right back by, 3 wide on the exit of 4. Sheridan, Zarfos, and Wagaman. Jeremy Zarfos into second. Wagaman around the top side. Good run for him from the center out. 19 car finding plenty of speed from the center through the exit of the corner. All over the place. 3 wide for the lead. Off of 4. Kuhn finds the speed on the bottom to hang on to it, at least for now. Here comes Zarfos. Couldn't quite get there. Kuhn and Wagaman side by side. Another car headed to the infield. We'll find out who that was here in just a few minutes. Doug Deed's car is off track. They were 3 wide headed into 1. A little bit of contact. Tire to tire to tire. Great battle at the front. 3 cars, and here come 4 more. Tyler Schell now into the mix. 7 cars in the picture right there. All in the top 7. Schell now working around Hannigan. He's into 6, trying to work on Sheridan. Pepiot finds the fence, headed into 3. Schell and Sheridan now going to pull alongside, 3 wide for just a second. Now 3 wide again. Can this last Schell had to back out. He was going to get squeezed into the inside fence by Garrett Pepiot. He backs out, loses 2 spots.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution this time. Not for William Hobart. Not sure who was in that. Let's go back and see if we can figure out who was in this. Oh, that car is all over the place. That caution was already out. It looks like someone must have gotten a little bit sideways. Yeah, Hockley's car wasn't out there. I know Givens wasn't out there. Rayleigh wasn't out there, so. Trevor Royer possibly in this. His car into the infield now, and he's not a lap down. And so possibly the 90 car of Trevor Royer. All right, let's grab your top 10 here. Zarfos, Wagaman, Kuhn, Pepiot, Sheridan, Schell, Hannigan, Helms, Settle. It shows Royer, but that is only because it has not cycled all the way through. He is in the infield. So that 10th position is going to be Corey Wenzel. Halfway home in this one. Right at the halfway point. 35 laps. They paced on the first one to give them 35. So they have completed 17 of those 35. Should get the one to go this time. Lights off on the pace truck. Everybody will get single file. Getting a message from the Trevor Royer camp. He had an issue last night where he swears the fence jumped out and got him from the infield, but we do not think that's what happened. We think he just didn't know where his left front tire was and clipped the fence. Same thing kind of happened to him again tonight, I guess. So, green flag back in the air. We're racing once again. Flat out Sim Series 410 sprint cars from Williams Grove. Zarfos took the lead into 1. Does he have it coming out of 2? Barely, but Wagaman might have it in 3 here. Wagaman went to the top side. He's going to have the line on the exit. Can he find the drive? Yes, he does. Troy Wagaman back to the front. Zarfos second. Kuhn and Pepiot now in a battle for third. Pepiot on the inside. Kuhn went through the middle. He hangs on to the spot, but here comes Pepiot. Good grip down the bottom. Caution. One more time. I'm not sure who caused this one either. Let's go back and see. Shouldn't be that far back. It should have happened somewhere right in here. Yeah, these cars are just getting far enough sideways that it is triggering these cautions, and they're able to get them straight before we can get back and see exactly who it is each time. But Trevor, if you're still watching, you can't retire. It just means you got to work harder. All right, let's look at our top 10. Wagaman, Zarfos, Kuhn, Pepiot, Sheridan, Hannigan, Helms, Settle, Wenzel, and Richie Preston now makes his way into the top 10. Adams, File, Flick, Loretto, Hobart, Shell, and McFadden. Maybe McFadden's car. Yep, McFadden's car is still out there. And then you're going to have Givens behind that. Tyler Shell lining up behind a couple of lap cars here. So lights are off on the pace truck. Single file. Green out of turn 4. 16 laps to go, 19 down. If you're watching us anywhere but the Facebook page, YouTube, or Twitch, any of those, please say hi in the chat. We can see you. Love to recognize our YouTube and Twitch viewers. All right. Pace trucks in the infield. Green flag is eminent. Wagaman bringing him out of turn 4. Picks the throttle up. Green flag in the air. And Zarfos got on the gas the same exact time. And they were racing it down to turn 1. Looks like Wagaman loses a little ground. About a car length and a half. Now 2, 3, 4 as he clips the fence going into turn 3. Jeremy Zarfos back to the point. Dakota Kuhn still battling with Garrett Pepiot over that third spot. These two have been locked into a good battle here for a while. And caution. This time Hobart's car upside down. I got to that one quick enough to see it. Let's go see what happened to Mr. William Hobart. This is the last time down through turns 3 and 4. Oh, whole lot of action. Looks like Shell maybe got into the back of Givens. Givens got into Hobart. That'll take the 121 car and put it in the infield. You know what they say? Cautions breed cautions. And we had a good long run to start this, and now it has just been a little bit on the sloppy side. These guys will get it figured out. Still a lot of racing left. Track looks like it's going through a really big transition now. Getting slick. Very wide slick. Both ends of the track. At least one more pace lap behind the Chevy Silverado pace truck. Watch for those lights to go off right here past the flag stand. There they go. Means we're going to be going green this time. 14 laps still to go. Off tomorrow night, Sunday night. Back-to-back shows starting at 8 Eastern. Great Lakes Sim Series. And then we will have the Super Series from the Dirt Productions. All right, pace truck is in. Zarfos about to bring us back to green. Off the bottom, green flag is in the air. Zarfos holding on to the bottom. He's got the lead. Wagaman tried the top side, gave up some ground to the inside, and Dakota Kuhn, they make contact going down into turn 3. Still side by side for second. Now Kuhn had it going in there. Looks like Wagaman's car maybe ran out just a little bit on the end of the straightaway, and Garrett Pepiot closed right up on him. Now Wagaman goes slide job across in front of Kuhn. Kuhn adjusts the car line. He takes second back, clips the fence out of 4. Pepiot is there. Hannigan is there. Wagaman's got second. Kuhn's got third. It's a battle for fourth, a battle for fifth. Helms and Sheridan for fifth. Pepiot and Hannigan were battling for fourth. Now a little contact right rear to left front. Pepiot into Helms. Helms had a great run off the exit of 2. He might go 2 for 1 down the backstretch. He got Pepiot, but he couldn't get Kuhn. Now he might have him on the top side of 3 and 4. John Helms in a great battle with Dakota Kuhn, and again he gets a right rear in his left front for his efforts. That relegates him back to 6th place. Sheridan got around him. Pepiot got back around him. Helms' car off track. Too much damage. That's going to change things. Zarfos, Wagaman, Kuhn, Pepiot, Sheridan, Hannigan, Settle, Wenzel, Preston, and Shell now. Tyler Shell up to 10th. Yeah, bad break. You ate a right rear 2 laps in a row going into 1 there, John. We were watching you. All right. Wagaman now starting to battle a little bit with Zarfos at the front. He's worked his way right back to the push bar. Goes to the high side, loses 3 car lengths. Zarfos, Wagaman 1-2. Kuhn 3, Sheridan 4. Pepiot tries to go top shelf in 3 and 4, and that didn't work. Sheridan got around him. Sheridan in close to the bottom. Hannigan was even lower, almost got his nose on the inside of the 15 car. Now Michael Sheridan makes a bid to take third away from Dakota Kuhn. Nothing materialized there, just too much wheel spin on the exit. Still a battle. 4th, 5th, and 6th, Sheridan, Pepiot, and Hannigan. Here comes Tyler Shell up to 7th. Late race charts from the 85 machine. 5 laps to go this time by. Battle at the front. Zarfos and Wagaman getting side by side again on the exit of the corners. And now Zarfos gets about 8 car lengths of breathing room. Goes up to the top side. Slide job from Wagaman. Easy crossover for Zarfos. He goes right back to the bottom, finds the grip, and extends back out in front. Now clips the fence down at 1 and 2. That might be the opening that Wagaman needed. He's going to be alongside. He's got the lead headed to turn 3. 3 laps ago this time. Crossover move. Late crossover from Wagaman. He's found the grip on the bottom. Goes back to the top side in 1 and 2. Likes the outside in 1 and 2. Likes the bottom on the exit of 4. He'll go in middle to high here. Cuts the car down to find the grip off the bottom. Not that time. He goes right through the middle. 2 to go this time. These 2 have extended themselves away from a 3rd place Dakota Kuhn, who's got Mason Hannigan right behind him, but we want to stay on the lead. Lap and a half to go, side by side out of 2. Now side by side into 3. Does Wagaman have it? He cuts under. He's going to use the very bottom on the exit of 4. Good run for Wagaman. He had the lead at the white flag. Final time around. Wagaman slider line in 1 and 2. Zarfos exactly the opposite. We'll see what happens down here in the middle of 3 and 4. Wagaman goes top shelf. Keeps the car there off the exit. Troy Wagaman's going to pick up the win. Jeremy Zarfos is second, and Dakota Kuhn hangs on in front of Mason Hannigan and a hard-charging Tyler Shell for third. See if we can get these guys to bring them around on the front stretch. Park them for our interview session. Good race. Great race all night long and a fantastic finish for these three guys. Get them to park the cars up here on the front stretch for us. And then we'll drag them into the booth. I think they're all in chat right now. Oh, Dakota Coon. All right, let's see. Dakota is in, I know. Pretty sure Jeremy is here too. And we know Troy is also here. Dakota Coon, you got a copy?
Yep, I got you.
All right, buddy. Well, a great race all night long. Kept the car in the top 5. Come home third tonight, man. Talk to us about this feature and how much the track changed and how you end up on the bottom step of the podium, bud.
Oh, yeah, it got really slick really quick. It was actually pretty good for there for a while, and I just missed the lane change. I don't know what happened on the start with Tyler and Jeremy. I know they kind of got together, and I kind of just went to the bottom just from past experience knowing what this place does. Then I missed it. I guess they got going around up top. Then it got dead slick, and you could kind of go anywhere. So it got really racy there at the end.
Yeah, it looked like everybody was kind of moving around, and then the slider line was working a little, and then it kind of went away, and then the next thing you know, these guys are trying to run around the bottom. So it looked like that track went through 2 or 3 changes. How hard is it to keep up with that stuff from in the car?
Yeah, it's kind of tough, especially when, like, for me out in front, like real racing, you just don't know where to go, and I just thought I was pretty good down there in the bottom, just kind of driving away. Then I heard somebody coming, and I had to change my line, and I said to Jeremy and Troy there real quick that it was weird because it's like I felt like it was the tale of 3 different cars because I felt like I was really good at the beginning, Jeremy was really good in the middle, and Troy was really good there at the end. So it was kind of like the tale of 3 different setups in a sense. But it got real racy and wide. You kind of got to move around and try to find what's best for you, and you got to do it for a couple laps to see what you got.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure you got a lot of thank yous, and then we'll let you celebrate a fantastic run tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I got to thank my guys at UDSRA, our team here. Then it was cool. Our buddy Cody Hartlob, he let my real-life driver, Jordan Givler, he let him race tonight for a little bit on his rig. So that was cool to actually get to race with my actual real-life driver. So it was cool to race with him here, and we got a lot of laps here together as well. But thank for you guys, for you broadcasting, Troy for helping put this on. It was my idea to try to do this, and he had the platform to do it. And it was a good run, and we'll race again.
All right, man. Well, hopefully we get to talk to you again right here next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Third place finisher, Dakota Coon. Let's move on to Mr. Jeremy Zarfos. Jeremy, you there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, Roger.
All right, man. A great run. You battled hard all night long, especially through this feature, and just come up one spot short tonight, man. Talk to us about the battle and this run here on this great track tonight.
That was about as much fun as I've had over an entire night in a long time. I don't have a bad thing to say. I know Troy races clean. We've all made our mistakes, but I think we were side by side since we got in the server. It was awesome. The track was fantastic. Had a great run. I was, okay early there. We were 3 or 4 wide. I don't even know, with Dakota and Troy and Sheridan popped in there, and then I kind of was really good in the middle, and then at the very end, Troy was a little better than me, and I searched and got back to him, and just didn't quite have enough. But man, that was fun.
Yeah, you guys traded a lot of different sliders and a lot of different passes on a lot of different lines. How much did the track change for you, and how hard was it to keep finding, a place where you could find speed to keep that pace up?
I mean, I felt pretty good everywhere, but there were definitely times of the race that I needed to make a little bit of a change, whether enter a little higher, you just have to search. And it wasn't that any line was particularly slow. It would be like Troy would find it one lap, and then I would find it the next lap. And, then one lap, the slider in 1 and 2 to sort of like the middle would be great. And then 3 and 4 was enter up high and diamond down low. It was just a ton of fun. And, we weren't all grouped together in one tight pack, so you had time. You could make changes and make moves.
Well, a great run for you, man, and one spot short, like I said earlier. I'm sure you've got plenty of people that you want to give a thank you to before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, sure do. Roger, thanks for being on the broadcast. Troy for running the league. It's been a blast. I love racing it every week. It's Williams Grove. It's my favorite. I like Troy. I like those guys. And I just had some awful luck in this league, so it was fun to have a good run. Even though it's second, second sucks, but, we'll keep working at it. So Sheridan, he was with us tonight. We talked about setups a little bit. I think he was pretty good too. Just didn't quite get up where we needed to, but Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, M&M Painting and Construction, Baps Auto Paint and Supply, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Alkaline 88, Nice Crete and Landis Block and Concrete, Wicked Cushion for sure, R.E. Pearson and Wolf Run Landscaping. And again, thanks for having us.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you next week again, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Second place finisher, Jeremy Zarfos. Let's move on to the man they've all been talking about. He puts the show on every week, and he comes home with the win tonight. Jeremy, Troy Wagaman, you got a copy here?
Yep.
All right, buddy. You did it tonight, man. You battled hard. You and Jeremy fought for a long time there, and you come home with the victory, man. Talk to us about how much fun that race was.
It was really fun there. Wasn't had a chance to get away from the whole race, even a heat race. So I put on a show for you. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, a lot of chatter in the fan chat there about how good the racing was. I mean, you guys back and forth, trading sliders, finding different lines to pass each other back and forth. I asked him, I said, how difficult was it to, find a grip so you guys could keep up that crazy pace you were running?
Yeah, for sure. If you had to run the top, you had to be against the 10 and down the straightaways. If you came down a half a groove, you just spun the tires in there, you want to drive back by it. But early in the race, you could run the top, but then middle came in, the bottom came in. You just had to move around a lot, so it made it really fun.
Well, you made a great move there towards the end and really kind of cemented that when you went down into turn 3, and you pick up a fantastic victory. I think first time that I've seen you win in this series. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I have about 7/7, so I'll take one finally.
Well, Jeremy's had nothing but bad luck running over here. For him, coming home second has got to feel a little bit like a win. So, a fantastic run for you guys. I'm sure you'd like to tell us who's all on the car helping you get it done, and we'll let you celebrate a little bit, bud.
I just got to thank Flat House Sim Series, USRA, and you, Roger, from this on. It's pretty cool.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. I look forward to seeing you guys here again next week. How long do you think you're going to keep this going?
Until this COVID thing goes away, so we shall see.
Or until your governor gets a little bit of a clue and lets you guys go outside and play?
Yeah, for sure. So we shall see.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate doing it. Thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to talking to you real soon.
Yep, thanks, Roger.
Your winner tonight, Troy Wagaman Jr. Get the results up here real quickly. Jeremy Zarfos was second, Dakota Kuhn third, Mason Hannigan in fourth, Tyler Schell was fifth, sixth, Michael Sheridan, Garrett Pepe at seventh, Richie Preston was eighth, Corey Wenzel ninth, David Flick comes home 10th, 11th is going to be Zach Settle, Chris Adams in 12th, 13th, Tyler File, John Loretto in 14th, Kyle McFadden, the 15th place car, John Helms in 16th, Cody Hartlaub, which was actually Jordan Givler, in 17th, William Hobart in 18th, Trevor Royer 19th, Ken Dakey Jr. was 20th. There it goes. It finally switched over. Christopher Hockley 21st, Doug Deeds in 22nd, Todd Rayleigh 23rd, and Aaron Bollinger did not start the race, but he's credited with 24th. Guys, don't forget, off tomorrow night, back on Sunday, 7 Eastern. And then right back again at 8:30, 9:30 Eastern. 7 and, yeah, I think that's right. Anyway, we'll post it up on the page. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Guys, thanks for spending your Friday evening with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget, like, shares, and follows at the Dirt Racing Network. If you're over on Twitch or YouTube, be sure that you subscribe to the channel. You'll know every time we go live. For myself and Mike Peterson. Keep it dirty, guys. We'll see you next time.